The Drive with Rob and Roz, Jacaranda FM.
And today is a pretty momentous day. We are joined in the studio by three absolute icons from a legendary South African TV show. You might have heard of it, Egoli. Egoli would have been around for 33 years. The first episode went out on the 6th of April 1992, and we are joined by Brumilde van Rensburg, Mandy du Plooy-Baard, and Daryl Desmarais. Hi guys.
Hello. Good afternoon. Yes.
It's so wild to imagine that on the weekend, 33 years ago, this show sort of launched. Did any of you have any idea how big this thing was going to be? I mean, Brumilde, you were there from day one.
Yes, I was. I think Frans gave us an idea because we rehearsed for 3 months in a little scout hall and rehearsed 5 episodes and started very cleverly with episode 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, and when we saw that, because he made us see everything from the start, I knew that this was magic. Because we rehearsed, we had the time.
Dit was amper soos 'n theaterstuk.
Dit was 'n theaterstuk. Ons het alles gerepeteer. Die hele episode 5, soos ek sê 4, 3, 2, 1 en toe begin ons die opnames. En ons het eers 2 uur in die middag begin en ons het weer die oggende repeteer en dan 2 uur die middag begin die opname tot 10 uur die aand tot hy in die kan was. So ons het tyd gehad.
Absolutely incredible. Daryl and Mandy, both of you came in when the show kind of had already had a couple of years to it and it had already had a fan base and a following. So when you arrive on the Egoli set now, obviously you know the stature of the thing that you're walking into.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I joined 3 years in. What was that, 1995, and of course, yeah, you know, you'd heard the rumblings, you know the story, you know, there's the history behind it, you know, you've got that theme song in your brain, it's ingrained, you know, growing up, and of course they are all legends at the time, and you coming in and you're like, oh, I'm just this little actor, and you know, I'm trying to do my little bit, and of course it's this machine, you know, and it sucks you in, and it makes your life a completely different, you know, feeling in your heart and your mind and your soul that this is something that is particularly special. Yeah. And that was the key for me at the end of the day.
Mandy?
Ja, kyk, vir my was dit, ek was net die laaste 6 jaar betrokke. So dis my baie snaaks toe die Egoli reruns begin het. Dan vra die mense, oh, wanneer gaan jy nou opwees? Dan sê ek seker oor 12 jaar.
Wait a while.
Ja, maar dit was ongelooflik want ek was op Stellenbosch in die koshuis en dan het ons elke aand 6 uur daar gesit in Egoli kyk. So toe ek direk uit Stellenbosch uit Egoli toe gaan, dan was dit ongelooflik. Ek was daar eerste dag, ek sê nou vir Broemsie buite, jy weet jy wil al so outomaties tannie, maar jy weet jy kan nie vir tannie. Ek het verlang sommer die aanspreekvorm vir my. Maar mens kom so,
my hartjie, my ja.
Maar mens kom so gou in die ding in en vir my die mees ongelooflike ding van Egoli was hoe ek by hierdie mense geleer het. Daai praktiese ervaring. Ek het by hierdie 2 mense, ek bedoel ek het elke dag saam met hom gewerk.
Ja.
Want Daryl het jou pa gespeel.
Hy was, ja, hulle het my aangeneem, want hulle was my peetouers, en toe's my ouers oorlede in die storie, so toe het hy en Lindy se karakter my aangeneem, so, maar ek was so op met die Edwards en alles, so om by hierdie mense training te kry, dit is goud werd. Egoli plek van goud werd.
It really is, because it's an iconic family and an iconic story and an iconic business in hele Suid-Afrika weet van die ding. I mean, do you still encounter people who like see you on the streets or in the shops and address you by your characters' names from the show? Does that still happen all these years later?
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Less,
no,
but
for sure.
Ja, meer Launa as Belinda. Ek sal nou een keer in die kerkie het ek gekyk en ek sien almal het sulke ponytails met so 'n stukkie hare omgedraai. Toe besef ek dit is die style, haarstyl wat ek op die oomblik het. En dit is followings wat ons gehad het.
Ja.
So die klein kinders wat nou groter is en ek word daarom nog nie geouma deur hulle nie. Dis 'n ander generasie wat jy nou groet.
Ja.
No, absolutely, and it takes time, you know, even over that period of time, and it's been out of Egoli 15 years, give or take. You know, you'll sit down in a restaurant, you're having dinner with your family, your wife, or whatever the case may be, and someone will come over and say, I've just taken a bet. are you that guy from Igoli? I said, you're going to win that bet and you're going to share it with me.
Yeah, what were the stakes?
En ek dink
Exactly.
dit gaan ook dis vir my ongelooflik weer ek het al 'n paar ander karakters vertolk. En ek die 'n jonger generasie sal my dalk nou meer herken in daai TV scenario's, maar daar's nog baie mense wat ten spyte van al die ander programme nog steeds sal Lara. En ek dink die ergste ding was my toe ek eendag in Cresta geloop het en iemand roep Lara en ek draai om. en dit was toe nie vir my nie. So duidelik het ek ook nog nie dit ontleer nie.
Daryl, you said that it's been 15 years. It has been 15 years. The last episode went out on the 31st of March 2010. And I wanted to find out from you, what was it like to work with a TV visionary like Frans Marx? Because the thing that he made with all of you together really was something that changed the South African TV landscape completely.
Yeah, absolutely. When you first meet Frans Marx, he has this stature and this grandeur about the human, the man. It's this gravitas that he has. And of course, he was a lot like Steve Jobs in the way that it was the Frans zone. Everything was about what he's doing and his vision and his understanding and everything like this. And when you're in that presence, you are in awe. You're awestruck. It is a wonderful experience, etc. But what he did bring was he had a vision. He went out into the world. He thought, this is something I can do. He brought it to this, South African market, and it just became this ginormous machine. It was bigger than all of us at the end of the day.
That's true.
And we were all just part of we're little cogs in that entire machine.
Story came first.
And it stopped. It started in the morning, and it just rolled until that last cut. End of the day, it was just incredible. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
And because he was an actor himself,
Yes.
huge, and he knew that cars stopped for Minshaw. He knew and kept us there, humble, because he knew what a superstar was.
Yeah.
In a 1-year contract only, because you're replaceable. And he taught us those lessons.
Yeah.
We will never forget that.
No, absolutely. You learn those things and you learn to be part of this thing that's so big. I remember, the show started in 92. It was like 15 years before Facebook. It's this weird time capsule to look at now because, there was no social media, there was no clips that end up on Reels, for example, but I remember there were road shows over December where if you went to Durban on a holiday, you'd go to a gateway or something and suddenly Igoli cast would be there.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been very different had social media and those sorts of things been around at the time?
Yes.
Because it's sort of... It made you even bigger because you were less accessible.
Yes.
Absoluut.
Yes. He wanted to create stars. He will not have allowed us to be more than one at a function.
Yeah.
We are not envelopes, by invitation.
Not opening cans of tuna,
And no more than 2 actors. There could be musicians, sportsmen, whatever. So he was very strict.
So he would have totally not allowed the three of you to come to this interview.
Only 2 of us.
Ching chong cha.
Wanneer was het julle mekaar gesien? Julle 3?
I saw Brims about 3 years ago, give or take.
Frans
at
Marx's
Frans's
funeral.
funeral.
And we've lost Burgert. He was also our
Line
to-go
producer,
person.
yeah.
That's very sad. And a few, Louis van die Kerk, our box producer, that is a very important thing that he kept the continuity because we have different directors. Mandy, ek sien jou op TV.
Ja, maar ek dink dis nou ook, jy wat praat van Facebook of sosiale media, maak dit ook van so 'n aard dat al sien ons mekaar nie gereeld nie, ons weet presies wat in mekaar se lewens aan.
Yeah, exactly.
So die accessibility, dit maak mens dalk 'n bietjie lui ook.
Ja.
Maar aan die ander kant, dit voel tog asof ons nooit heeltemal verwyderd is nie.
Yeah, I think we were still part of the postal service back then because we used to get boxes of letters, literally, that obviously before social media, and you'd get a box of letter, and this is Stevens, this is Lona's, this is Lara's, and then you'd be in between, filmings and takes and things, you'd be like opening letters and reading letters and then writing letters back, Dear Sam, thank you very much for your letter, for the 7,932.
Did you ever get weird letters?
Oh yes, absolutely. We all got weird letters. People send you stuff, you know, in the post,
Yeah.
you know.
Ja.
Yes.
Ek het 'n Anton van Wouw beeldjie gesteel van my suster en hulle kon dit nie van my glo nie, maar dit is my suster Sandra Prinsloo wat my afgepers het, want sy het op ons rekening by die kantoor op perde gespeel en verloor. En sy het my klere gesteel want sy was agter Walt Foster aan. My man. Dit was moeilike tye, verstaan? Maar daai brief het gesê dief.
Ja.
Was baie swaar. My ma het my ook aangespreek daaroor. Gesê, gee daai beeldjie terug. Jy's in Anton van Wouw laerskool gewees.
Dis
nie
jy.
goed nie.
Maar dit is die ding van iets soos die Collie wat so in die volksbesit. Dit word so volksbesit en jou karakter Lona was nou nie altyd die aangenaamste mens
Nee.
nie. Het jy ooit in die openbaar soos enige konflik met mense gehad waar hulle net vir jou wil sê jy is 'n feeks.
Nee.
Maar hulle kan nie die verskil tussen Bromilda
Ja.
en Lona.
Weet jy,
vertel.
ek het my karakter probeer manipuleer want ek verstaan 'n bitch. Jy het 'n rede nodig hoekom. Soos as mens drink, jy drink die rede hoekom jy drink. Jy speel nie dronk nie, jy speel verdriet of hartseer of aggressiwiteit. Met ander woorde, jy moet jou karakter motiveer oor hoekom sy lelik is. Wat gaan aan? Sy's onseker. Hou my man meer van Lynn of van my? Sy het op haar skouer oor geld. Sy was mevrou Skaapwol. Dus sy was nie mevrou Suid-Afrika nie. So verkeerde kant van die treinspoor.
Ja.
Verstaan jy?
Ja.
So daarom het sy die rykste man gaan vat, nie lief vir hom nie. En sy het die prys daarvoor betaal. Maar die mens het al jammer gekry. Want ek het 'n tweeling boetie gehad, Blertsie, waarvoor ek skaam was. Want hy was oorgewig en ek kon nie met hom afwys nie en ek het hom altyd daarbo weggesteek en dan bad hy en dan het hy vergeet die badwater rol by die trappe af as die gaste daar is. Jy weet so, I was out of my league actually because I wasn't well brought up.
Wow.
Ja.
Je praat van drink. In that Edwards house, you can walk in and pop a decanter and pour yourself a stiff, whatever.
Oh, my word.
What was in the decanters?
Ugh.
Tea.
Cold
Tea.
tea.
Tea
Yeah.
and that like little old liquid red stuff they used to
Oh,
mix.
squeeze and drink.
Yes.
For the red
Look
wine.
for the red wine.
And of course you got to sell it, you know, so you take your sip and you go, so how are you today? You know?
Gelukkig het ek begin en my karakter was op skool, so
Ja.
ek mag nie vandag.
Jy praat nou oor Lona en die Anton van Wouw beeldjie. Did you guys take anything on the last day that you were filming? Did you go, you know what? This character's come so many years with me. I am going to take his coffee mug, or I'm going to take a little painting in the little
Yes,
sculpture.
of course.
What have you got?
I have Walt Foster's office chair.
Nee.
What?
Hoe het jy
Yes.
dit reg gekry?
You know the chair that he sat in at the big brown
Yes.
desk?
Yes.
I got that chair.
Ja.
Ek was nog ons het geweet dit maak klaar en ons sou die movie skiet. So my Chesterfield my meubels was onder my uitgedra.
Wel haar klere ook want ek het nog 'n rok by die huis wat sê Lona.
So they've
That's
each got
true.
something and you didn't take anything. You are the true professional in this conversation.
Ja.
Nee, maar hulle het dit vir my gegee. Ek
Ja,
het
they
sê ek
did.
het gehou daarvan. Ek het gesê daar was 'n mooi rok van Lona en toe gee hulle
I'm
hom
just
vir my.
imagining Daryl sitting on a chair and like quietly wheeling himself out of the building towards his car.
You saw nothing. Yeah.
Ja.
Knowing the movie was coming up, what was the last day like on the set of
Oh, my
of the
word.
show?
It was horrific. Yeah.
No, that wasn't nice.
It was. Yeah, I think every time you sort of started a line in a scene and stuff, you know, behind your eyes, it was a lot of
The last
pain and a
one.
lot of
Yeah.
you were holding back the tears pretty much all the time, you know. And of course, the scenes we were doing were quite dramatic right at the
Yeah.
end anyway. So you know, as soon as they said cut, everybody just blows out in in tears. It's
Ja, elke keer as dit wie se laaste toneel dit ook al
Ja.
is, was daai emosie, maar vir my wat nogal uitgestaan het daai dag. Hulle het altyd was daar 'n aankondiging gemaak wat hy
Yes.
gesê het, it's a wrap en dit was daai laaste aankondiging wat gesê het, ladies and gentlemen, after so many thousand episodes,
Yeah.
4,706.
daai after
Yes.
how many thousand KFC burgers. Onthou julle wat hulle het as ons laat gewerk het.
Ja.
Of dan gee hulle al die stats. for the final time, this is a wrap.
Yep. Everybody was in tears. The cast, the
Jy daar by
crew,
die
the
trappe
writers.
afloop, toe huil ons almal.
But as an actor, it becomes so intrinsic to you to play these characters, and now you have to say goodbye. It's like saying goodbye to a friend, someone that you've gotten to know over however many years you've been on the show.
Yeah. I had nearly so many different personalities. Infecalitis, blind, van 'n perd afgeval, 'n wheelchair gehad. So ek het al daai goed gespeel. Maar ek het nie skizofrenie begin kry nie, verstaan jy? Ek het daar in my kor gehou. Maar mens kon alles eintlik speel daar en die geleentheid daarvoor kry. Maar vandag praat hulle van de-rolling, is 'n nuwe woord vir my, dat jy jou karakterskoentjies daar bære en jouself uitskit uit die karakter uit. Dit was nie in ons tyd, daar was nie tyd vir sulke goed nie. Jy act, jy speel, jy dink nie daaroor nie, jy gaan krap 'n bietjie, maar daar's nie tyd om te dink aan jou hond wat 20 jaar gelede dood is as jy nou moet huil nie. En die tekste was so goed geskryf, Frans was a genius. Is that, and his co-writers, is that you had no other option but to just go with the flow of the dialogue and the scenes and your fellow actors and react. So it was in that way quite easy to deliver.
Ek dink is veral wat jy nou sê met die akteurs ook, want jy hoef nie die method acting te gedoen
Ja,
nie,
dis dan
want wanneer
is
jy in
straf
daai emosionele toneel is,
Yes.
dit wat jy kry van die ander, daai akteurs, daai familie, daai groep mense het vir jou alles gegee. Al was dit nie eers hulle storielyn nie, hulle sal vir jou dit gee wat jy nodig het om op daai plek te kom.
Yeah, the level of professionalism was unbelievable.
Yup.
Christine Basson was my tutor, my acting muse, and I mean, she could set you straight in a look.
Nee, ja, okay.
And that was it.
And
Then you are
also-
in character.
And rules.
Yeah, rules.
If you didn't know your lines in the rehearsal from 7 o'clock until 10, that's the dry run, text's not there.
Yeah.
Then you would be called in and your scene will be moved to the end of the day.
Yep.
So you got the running order the day before that you might finish at 2 o'clock. But your fellow actor didn't know his dialogue, so you must wait and that scene will be shot last.
And then you sort of become, you're annoying the rest of your colleagues.
Yeah.
You're like,
Exactly.
nou moet ek laat bly want jy's stout.
Ja.
En jy doen dit nie weer nie. Jy doen dit nie weer nie.
I wanted to ask on that front, was there any space, were you ever allowed, like, okay, we're going to ad-lib the second half of this thing, or did you change anything up in the moment, or did you just
Never.
do the script as the script
The
is written?
cutaways of English and camera, beautiful crew that we had, they cut away for a reaction shot on the line, pick up the water. So if you put it at the end of the sentence, the cuts don't work. No improv.
Everything just as
Yes.
is.
You
Absolutely,
could
yeah.
ask the day before and it would be checked through the original writer, the producer, the text
The director.
editor, the director,
Yeah.
if you can change the to a. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
You would have to wait for approval.
You have to.
Op papier.
Absolutely,
Jy het dit op
yes.
papier het hulle dit vir jou kon gee
Geteken.
as dit verander het.
Accepted.
Jy kon nog die oggend in die draairun kon jy nog gevra
Jy
het
kan.
as jou tonele bietjie later was. Maar ook onthou dis ook omdat ons 'n box producer gehad
Ja.
het. So daar was die eerste fase editing was al gedoen daarbo.
Yes.
Waar deesdae is die regisseur en almal op die vloer. So nou kan jy woordjies bysit en goed van die kamera volg.
Ja.
Ja, dis bietjie makliker.
Dit is so.
Maar nee, jy's reg, nie eers 'n of 'n
Yeah,
is
and then
of
there was a
dit.
2-take rule. Do you remember the 2-take rule? If you messed up once, that's okay. We'll do it again. If you messed up the second time, once again, you were pushed to the end of the day.
Ja.
That's savage.
was-
It's savage, yes, you're right.
Ons was een keer my oomblik wat hy slegste gevoel het is saam met Ebi. Daai ene. Jy wil nie saam met Ebi werk nie. Hy kyk hy's die snaakste mens in die
Vertel,
wêreld.
laat
En
jou ops.
ek en Ebi en Hytjie is saam in die toneel. Maar Ebi is op sy stikke en hy laat my so lag en ek kan nie. En hier op 'n tyd moet ek die deur oopmaak en hy hou die deur toe. Maar ek begin so te lag en ek kan nie op en Hytjie is woedend vir ons, want ons kan nie ophou lag nie, net daar. Laaste. So ek was deel van 'n laaste toeskyk
Ja.
omdat ons te veel gelag het.
Yeah. There was no time. There was just something that I'm thinking about is having to do 7 scenes per day. And then we heard the good news that it was nice to know that Eurostar, Ethiopia, Ghana, Cameroon, whatever, we had to reshoot those scenes immediately in English.
Ja.
Yes.
Dit was 'n moeilike
Yeah,
tyd.
we had to do
daai.
it both, yeah. And I think we speak Spanish in South America somewhere.
Iewers.
Ja.
Maar dit is die ding, die Egoli het soveel onderwerpe aangespreek wat in ons tyd gebeur en it was very current.
Ja.
So hoe het julle dit gedoen? Sê nou ons wen 'n wêreldbeker of
Ja.
wat ook al gebeur in die nuus. Hoe het julle dit ingewerk en hoe ver vooruit het julle eintlik geskiet?
Go for it, Mandy. You've got this.
Twee
Ja,
maande
let vir my, ja.
vooruitgeskiet, maar as die Queen ons besoek het, is daai scene heel eers van die dag opgetel en geëdit vanaand uitgestuur.
Of toe dit nou nog die super wat toe was dit die super 11 of
Yes.
as ons nou en dis die 1 jaar nou wil ek is baie jammer Jacaranda luisteraars, maar ek is 'n stormer ondersteuner. So nie 'n Bloubil nie. En maar die hele skryfspan was Bloubulle. En
why the show is
toe
good.
wen die toe wen die bulle die super 11 of wie wat ook al en hulle skryf 'n toneel in wat daai aand moet uitgaan en van almal maak hulle vir my die groot Bloubil. En ek kom maar uit met horings en 'n Bloubil trui, maar ek is so naar en Gert van die kerk wat 'n groot leeu is. Kyk my, so hy's die regisseur en hy sê net ek is so jammer. Doen maar wat jy kan. So ja, dan skiet ons daai oggend en dan moet dit gestuur word, geëdit word. Terug en daai aand saai dit uit.
So the current affairs stuff went in like
Yeah.
on the day.
And there were a couple of occasions where you'd be sitting or in the green room before your next scene, and it might have just been one of the normal scenes of the day, and then while you're sitting there, someone comes and hands you a script and says, "We're shooting this next." And there you are with Brimolda or whoever, and you've got to quickly learn these, 5 pages of dialogue, and then on set, shoot it, 1, 2 takes, gone. That's how good we were.
Ja.
So that also must have been quite tough because when you're shooting on a soap opera, you have to stay in continuity. So you can't gain weight, you can't change your hair, like everything has to be as it is.
That is true. Big. I think I may say something about Rex, né? He had a ponytail and he had an identity crisis. Forgive me, he's a really good friend. But and Frans gave him off 2 months to go and get himself together to cut his hair. Because what the reason was, Frans believed that we must be ons moet herkenbaar wees.
Ja.
Ons
Relatable.
moet- relatable.
Yeah.
So much so that we were not allowed to do commercials, because if Mercedes wants to do an ad and we are driving a BMW, that is a conflict of interest because your face belongs to Mnet. So, yeah, there were pro and cons with us. Yeah, but you had to go for a discussion, meetings, if you cut your hair. Yeah, it was impossible.
En
to do.
Desember vakansie mag jy nie getan het.
Nee.
Jy kan nie
no
daar, jy moet
ways.
versigtig wees want jy is die volgende as jy Januarie teruggekom het, dan skiet jy die volgende dag.
So
jy kan
December,
nie-
you gotta A, watch what you eat, and B, you can't get too much sun either.
Maar vandag is dit eintlik baie moeiliker met die sepies as jy kyk, want nou skiet ons. Daar het ons in die Goli was dit ongelooflik. Ons het 'n episode 'n dag geskiet. Ons het so baie ateljee's gehad en alles was dit was 'n geoliede masjien dat jy was so opgestel dat jy 'n episode 'n dag kon skiet. So dit was amper makliker vir kontinuïteit.
Ja.
Vandag skiet jy 8 weke uitmekaar. So vir my voel dit vandag kan jy loop in jou kamer en jy kom vetter uit en jou hare is korter en dan kom jy weer maarder. Dis amper nou moeiliker as toe.
Yeah.
What is the memory that will stay with you the most from this whole experience and being part of something that is so South African and so important to the culture of being South African?
You know, if you watch the news now with that little girl that is gone missing, we did all those human trafficking, all those subject matters. Frans was so ahead of his time. If I think about the Tesla electric car, we had the Sonet. He already developed that in the Valco corporate environment. So the only thing he didn't do was flying cars. but he had those visions of everything was possible in fiction. For me, for instance, I was talking in Kelders van Geheime, the first Afrikaans ETV show, which I'm very proud of. They tried to make a scene interesting, but it's just a two-hander in a sitting room. And I thought about 10 scenes I had to do with Eckhart Robbie in a lift. How do you make that interesting? That is a lot of dialogue. It's a whole episode. But it is in the way it's written and the way you do it. and it captured the audience. So we didn't have to reshoot it, or we didn't have a drone, and open it up,
Yeah, I think obviously, like you're saying, 4,700 odd episodes. How do you pick out one moment?
Yeah.
How do you pick out, a history or a lifetime, 15 years, 20 years of moments? So it's very difficult to say, pinpoint and say, okay, well, that
But
was the
I
moment.
have a moment that was a once-off, and we couldn't do a take two, where my sister Christine had cancer, and I had to shave her head and cut her hair because it was falling off, and that was it. And I had that razor. There was no rehearsals. They didn't want me to practice or anything, and they gave me this thing, or I took it and I asked the battery, and it was there, and I just started somewhere, and we just I cut her hair.
Yeah.
Ja.
Wel ek kan sê dat dit was een van die redes hoekom ek my hare in getroud met rugby afgeskeer het. Toe my karakter kanker gekry het en hulle het gevra as ek bereid om dit te doen, toe is dit waarna ek gedink het. Toe het ek aan daai toneel met Christine gedink. En met jou en Christine.
Maar Jessie, jy's mooi.
Toe, oh nee.
I saw one day I went, is dit Mandy sonder hare en dis beeldskoon, maar toe dink ek wonder of ek dit ook kan. Ek het my nek gaan te veel dan. So,
Maar ek dink
well
nog 'n
done.
ding, ag dankie Vrooms, maar wat vir my wat ek en jy nou gesê het Harold daar, to start at a production when you are 21 years old. You're a child.
Ja.
Jy's 'n kind en om dan die voorreg te hê om te leer by die beste. Dit is dink ek wat altyd vir my sal uitstaan. Ek gaan by geen ander produksie dit kan oor hê nie, want ek gaan by geen ander produksie so 'n groentjie wees wat ek ingaan en kan sê dat my leerskool is die beste in ons land en ek dink dit vir ewig en vir altyd sal dit vir my die grootste voorreg van my lewe wees.
Do you ever, as actors, people sing in the shower, do you ever find yourself going back to lines from your characters or monologues that you had or favorite bits? Are there any lines that like you drop into conversation now because your character said it a lot on a show and it sort of lives with you? How much of that character do you keep in your day-to-day life now? Do you ever think about them?
And I've never thought even about that question. There is one thing, it's Portia in The Merchant of Venice is a show that I did in theatre where Ilse van Hemer directed it, I think Afrikaans. It's called Shylock's genade speech, waar sy vir hom sê jy kan die hart uitsny, maar jy mag nie 'n druppel bloed mors nie. En sy's 'n man en sy wen dit. Dit is iets wat ek moes repeteer en dit is soos die Here is my herder. Niks sal my ontbreek nie. Ek moes dit soveel keer oordoen om dit reg te kry dat dit is byvoorbeeld in teater sal daar monoloog wees wat ek kan onthou. Maar ons turnover is te quick om.
I was just going to say, I think that's the issue, is that, as soon as you finished a scene, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you said to me 5 minutes later, listen, we're going to have to reshoot that scene, I'm like, hang on, I have to learn my dialogue again.
Yes.
So honestly, it was a machine. You had 7-8 scenes a day. You've learned them literally the night before.
They're sort of in and out of your brain.
It's in,
Yeah.
it's out, cut, and you've moved on, and you have to
Short-term
move on
memory.
to
I
the
suppose
next.
you can't afford to let those neurons settle. You need them for tomorrow for new words.
Firing on all.
Yeah, short-term memory is the thing. I tell you.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, because I was just thinking, if you were Liam Neeson, for example, and you were having a braai, and someone's like, "Oh, this is well cooked," you're like, "I have a certain set of skills."
Yes.
It would just stay with you.
Ja.
True.
I will find you.
I'll be back.
So ons nou sy woorde, maar nie ons eie woorde nie.
Exactly.
Ja.
Julle, dit was nou ongelooflik
I
lekker.
can't believe we have all of you here, y'all. What a thing.
It's really something that we have been looking forward to for weeks, and the fact that you've made the time to come and chat to us, and our listeners want to know what's happening. So, what is going on now with you guys that we can punt and we can say, watch this, watch that, buy this, tell us.
On my side, not so much. Obviously, I'm in the corporate world. I work for a travel management company called TWF. Let me punt.
Travel with them.
There you go. Ronaldo knows them well. But I'm obviously still involved in the industry. My wife's a drama teacher, and of course we do productions and plays and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always in the background and helping her with that. So as far as that's go, we've just finished. It was actually last week at the Atterbury. We had our play festival, and that's done and dusted.
Nice.
Congratulations, that's fantastic.
Good.
I still have my drama academy and agency. It was a little bit after COVID on hold, and I take a break with that now. I was shooting in Cape Town in the Parel in the winelands for a year, and it was very interesting. And now I'm kind of freelance saying, if you need me, I'll look at my diary and see if it suits me. And that's a nice feeling to
Klink
have.
lekker.
I love that. Mandy,
Ja,
mama van
ek
twee.
ek dink daai wou ek nou jy sê ek is by diepe waters, maar my nommer 1 werk is mamma. Want hierdie ouderdomme wat hulle nou waar my kinders nou is, hulle hou vir my besig. Ek wens hulle wil vir my 'n salaris betaal.
Ja, ek ook. Ons albei. Ons wil Unie begin, die mamma Unie. Ja, so ons kan net van ons kant af sê baie dankie. Julle is deel van iets wat vir soveel Suid-Afrikaners so ongelooflike spesiale plek in ons hart is. En Mandy, Brumilda en Daryl, thank you so much.
Baie dankie vir julle, dit was
Thank
great.
you so
Dankie dat
much.
julle ons
En ons
genooi het.
luister, you are a superstar.
Ja.
It's
Such
a
a
privilege
pleasure.
as well. It's an absolute privilege to be here as well. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. There you go. 33 years ago, on the weekend, would have been the very first episode of Igoli. 4,706 episodes later. If you watched it every day for 24 hours, it'd take you 72 full days to finish the series.
Wow.
And thank you for your time. Yeah, it's been a pleasure having all of you.
Thank you so much.
You in the mood for a binge watch, Forbes?
Let's go. I'll see you in July.
The Drive with Rob and Roz, Jacaranda FM.